Welcome back. In sports news, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will leave their base in Austria tomorrow and head to Russia for the 21st edition of the FIFA World Cup. It will be the country's 6th appearance in 7 finals since making a memorable debut in the United States of America in 1994. The Super Eagles emerged from an appropriately styled group of death in the African qualifying series and became the first African team to qualify for the tournament in Russia. In preparing for the World Cup, the Eagles played friendly matches against Argentina, Poland, Serbia, DR Congo, England and Czech Republic. The stage is set for Special Olympics Nigeria 2018 National Games at the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. The opening ceremony that heralded the Games was held this evening at the indoor sports hall of the stadium. 240 athletes from 14 states will compete in 6 events, which include football, basketball, athletics, table tennis, badminton and volleyball for a chance to represent Nigeria at the 2019 Special Olympics World Summer Games in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates.
What we're doing right now is the lighting of the flame of hope of the Special Olympics Nigeria 2018. Can we please put our hands together for our athletes as they take us through this very significant exercise?
We can see the flame of hope moving around. It has crossed through 4 regions and it's now here in Lagos in the Southwest region, about to be lit. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as the flame of hope is lit. Put your hands together for the 2018 Special Olympics Nigeria.
Winner in every category. I assure you we are all winners, and thus we will all celebrate together. As Nelson Mandela said, sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite in a way little else does. And this year's theme, Create Inclusive Communities, speaks to unifying nature of sports.
On our shores now, Rafael Nadal has beaten Dominic Thiem 6-4, 6-3, 6-2 to win a record 11th French Open title. In the final match, Nadal showed good character to win the first set 6-4, upped his game in the second and displayed his quality on clay in the third. Nadal has dropped just 1 set at this year's tournament, and that was a quarterfinal clash against Diego Schwartzman when he trailed by a set and a break in a rain-affected match. With this victory, Rafael Nadal joins Margaret Court as the only player to have won 1 Grand Slam 11 times. He will also retain his status as world number 1 when the rankings are updated next week. U.S. President Donald Trump has been lashing out on Twitter following reactions by other G7 leaders to his policies, his trade policies at the meeting held this weekend in Canada. Trump's latest tweets criticized the joint communique and accused Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of engaging in what he called bad faith diplomacy. In recent weeks, trading partners of the U.S. have criticized new tariffs on steel and aluminum imports imposed by the Trump administration. Mr. Justin Trudeau, at a news conference after the summit, reasserted his opposition to the U.S. tariffs and vowed to press ahead with retaliatory moves on July 1st. Trump later tweeted that he'd asked U.S. representatives not to endorse the communique, which he said was based on Mr. Trudeau's, quote, false statements.
I told the president that we would be moving forward with retaliatory equivalent tariffs as of July 1st, and he expressed to me that he thought that would be a mistake. And I certainly agree that it's not something that we want to do. We do not want to harm American workers. We do not want to harm trade between Canada and the United States. But the administration's choice to impose illegal and unacceptable tariffs, illegitimate and unacceptable tariffs to Canadian steel workers and auto workers and on the Canadian economy must be met with an equivalent response.
Both Presidents Trump and Kim Jong-un have arrived in Singapore for their historic meeting on Tuesday, June 12th. They will both be staying in separate hotels, though not far from each other, and will be on the resort island of Sentosa in Singapore. The two leaders have had an extraordinary up-and-down relationship over the past 18 months, trading insults and threatening world war before abruptly changing tack and moving towards a face-to-face meeting. The U.S. wants North Korea to get rid of its nuclear weapons in an irreversible manner that can be verified internationally. But President Trump has described his upcoming meeting with Kim Jong-un as a get-to-know-you situation. At the main news again, the president has arrived in Morocco for a two-day working visit to King Mohammed VI on matters relating to social economy for both countries. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana has thrown his weight behind the president's conferment of the highest honor in the country on late MKO Abiola. One person has been confirmed dead, 2 others wounded following an IED explosion in Mubi, Adamawa State. And U.S. President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un have both arrived in Singapore ahead of the historic meeting on Tuesday. Thanks for watching the news at 10. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.